Welcome to Tom Bradley International Terminal at LAX. Today, I have an amazing trip report for you. We're flying Finnair Flight 4 on the A350 to Stockholm in Sweden. If you do like my content, I'd really appreciate a subscription and a like on the video. It really helps me out. First place we went and checked out was the One World Lounge. It seems to be operated by Qantas perhaps, but it was a beautiful lounge, big, spacious, and it kind of went in waves. I got to the lounge about 4.5 hours before my flight, and you could tell as the One World flights took off, people would come in waves. The food in here was delicious. It started with breakfast, scrambled eggs, sausage, bacon, baked beans, kind of everything for a full English breakfast. Here's the Qatar Airways A350 coming in right next to where I was going to be taking off, and the Air Tahiti Nui Dreamliner that I hope to be on very soon, pushing back. And here she is, the Finnair A350 in the Merimeko Kvyat livery. I hope I said that right. On board now. This seat's fantastic. I know it's the obsolete seat. They have a new seat, but this one was amazing. Plenty of room in this 121 business cabin. I loved it. Takeoff out of LAX is always one of my favorites. As someone who grew up here, I never get tired of seeing this scenery before we make the turn out over the Pacific Ocean and head east towards Stockholm. The tray table was large and sturdy enough to eat but not work on. They offered us nuts and water the second we got into the sky. Down here we have our water bottle holder and a place to store the safety card. A pillow and blanket were handed out, and the screen pops out and retracts like this. Here we have a reading light, the controller for the television, plenty of power, and the controls for the seats. The headphones were perfectly adequate noise canceling. And yeah, this seat's wonderful. I'm excited to try out the new one, but everything about this seat is great. And I love that A350 tail cam. In the armrest, there is a storage compartment, and meal service was started with a warm towel, followed by a salmon and beet, as well as what I believe was an artichoke and cauliflower starter. And then I had steamed vegetables, which were green beans and squash, as well as the beef with mashed potatoes and carrots. This was so amazing. The meat was so incredibly tender and just absolutely delicious. I really have never had so much food on a plane. The FAA insisted I try the dessert. This was a chocolate, almost like millefeuille, and cheese board. I'm not a big blue person, but this was delicious. Of course, I had to have a Sauvignon Blanc accompaniment. As as we were in the cruise, I decided to kick back, watch a movie. I watched the new James Bond. And again, these were perfectly adequate noise-canceling headphones. I didn't take my Sonys out. Now, let's get into the bathroom. I use LA Bruquette, I believe is how you pronounce that. A nice big bathroom, plenty of headroom. Of course, as the A350 does, a window. And it was so nice to be on an airplane that I could actually stand straight up and down in, as I am 6'2". The soap was once again LA Bruquette, I believe I'm saying that right. When you're in business class, you get 1 hour of free internet, and man, it was blazing fast internet. I've never seen internet this fast over an ocean before. Upload, not so much. You're not going to be streaming or uploading a YouTube video, but it's adequate to send emails and text messages. And I just love the tail cam. You can never get enough of seeing outside the airplane from the tail, and then being able to pan over, look out your window, and just see how beautiful this earth is. I'm so lucky that I get to fly like this sometimes. It really is incredible to me. Fell asleep watching James Bond, I know. But right when I woke up, breakfast was served. I had a glass of orange juice, some Haribo gummies, don't judge me, and a cappuccino, which is always a treat on an airplane. For breakfast, we had a little plate of cold cuts and cheese, a Chobani yogurt, some fresh fruit, which was not frozen and delicious, a spinach cheese quiche, and a roll as well as a croissant. Everything was delicious as far as airplane food goes. This is amazing. Thank you so much for watching. This was an amazing flight, and I love Finnair.